What's up, y'all? It's Jay here, your accountability coach and ghetto psychologist, and it is my life's purpose to help black people navigate this patriarchal system of white supremacy. Listen, I know this is probably going to be problematic for some of y'all. I always have some controversial views. What else is fucking new? But this is mostly to our ladies, but there are some men that this applies to. Just because you are the parent that stayed doesn't mean you are a good parent. I see so many parents relying on single parenthood as an excuse for why they are not emotionally, mentally, or even physically present for their children. And yes, I am graceful as a parent myself, as a single mother myself. I will give you some grace. However, grace don't mean you get to skip out on accountability. One of the biggest issues when it comes to how the world views single parenting is, yes, I get it, single mothers are always often down talked, but there's a whole nother end of the spectrum where we coddle single mothers because, oh, they have to take on so many different roles. They are the only parent that is present, that stayed. We should give them way, way, way more grace. And I think, nah, not all the time. Because a lot of single parents, especially moms, are very emotionally abusive, if not physically. And adults just tend to forget what it was like to be a child. Y'all forget how oppressive it is to be a child. You literally have this much autonomy if you're lucky. And being that you are the only present parent, you get all of this pressure, you get all of this anxiety, and you end up taking it out on your child and you become their number one bully. And this is why you got so many people in general, but men especially, who really hate their mamas low-key, but because of how society views single motherhood, because of how society views that son and mother relationship, he feels like he can't even check his own mama about how she treated him. So what the nigga do? He go take it out on every other fucking woman that he deal with. He becomes afraid of commitment. Or on the more extreme end, he becomes abusive. And a lot of times you might not know you failed as a parent until your child gets to adulthood and you realize all the shit that they either can't do or fail at doing. And it is your job to have taught them that. I tell my daughter all the time, hey, the only person's whose opinion matters of my parenting is hers. If she tells me I did a bad job when I get older, I gotta take that. I gotta eat it, even though she likely ain't gonna say that. No, but for real, we have an open door policy. My daughter has told me the things that she thinks I've done to her that was unfair. I have had this dialogue with her, and she's 13. We early in it. So make sure y'all leave the door open for your children to tell you where you failed at. And don't take it personally. Make sure you honor them and what they say, because their feelings are valid. Can't nobody tell you a bad parent but your children. And if they tell you that, you don't have a right to be like, you lying. You can't say that because I did this and I did that. Okay, well, what about the other shit you did too? You gonna own the bad shit or only the good shit? And last note, if you want to get ahead of it, just go ahead and ask your children today, how do you think mommy is doing? How do you think daddy is doing as your parent? Where can I improve? And you can make a judgment on if they say, hey, I want more ice cream. Child, shut your ass up. But if they say, hey, I want to spend more time together, you make sure you make time for them.